Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 2. In the last episode, we eliminated and then recruited a Wrecking Bola, and we did the Aperture Science set in a time skip. So now I'm working through Roswell That Ends Well, which will get us our final Zalika achievement, aside from the ones to beat the game. And so I've kind of decorated this hallway a bit, but this has already worked out because the other end of this portal is at the front of the base here, because that is pretty much where our girl Zalika is going to be bouncing back and forth to. I don't think I need to use it as a shortcut to get up and down different floors, because the second floor just has science training and the third floor is just void, which we'll never have to go to. So I have things very well organized. Now I'm just waiting until I get this research project so I can finish our mission. You know, I'm thinking ahead to my next run.
I will be taking that and that and...
What is happening?
Work on minions too?
Oh, I don't know how he got in the base. Anyway, I'm thinking ahead to the next run, and I didn't realize until this run that the Aperture Science rooms can have a camera. And when I was just glancing through the items that the Aperture Science rooms can do, because I was going to set up that trap for the vault, I saw it, and I have ideas now. I mean, the weakness with the way I have this, and I'm more than happy to admit the weakness, and I noticed the weakness, is that the turrets have no protection, so Symmetry and her goons can just run up and start kicking them. The best way to do the turrets to protect them is set them back in the hallway a little bit. I wonder if it would... Let's see, what's the range on these things? See, the range isn't very good. But if the turret was like here, then it would be able to hit the entire hallway. And if I have walls around the turret, it would be much harder for anyone to get to it. They'd have to walk toward it, getting shot the whole time in order to attack it. But the way I have this hallway set up, that's not really feasible unless I change some stuff. And I just don't want to. It's not... It's something for me to think about for the future, I would say. For another run, then we could kind of arrange things so the Aperture Science rooms become the hallways, and I can just line them with turrets, and enemies would die very quickly, I hope. Anyway, that's for another run. This one we're just going to press on as we are. The new loot item is secure in my lair, and I popped the achievement Technical Marvels. Done and done. So I believe that is the last Zalika achievement I need, aside from the 2 to beat the game. I'm just going to check my Steam achievements list here. Only 5 to go. As Emma, and then 1 for Ivan, and this. Yeah, and then the other 2 are Zalikas. Wow. Alright. Oh god. So I did tweak the security zones a little bit to see if this would make this any better. It kind of didn't. So I think I'm gonna reset this the way I had it. Give me just a second to move some people around. Okay, so I need to security zone the casino as a distract. And then security this, and then this. Okay, and then this. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright, so... And then just for the sake of making this whole thing the same room, we'll just extend out the... Oops. The Aperture Science room. Alright, so we're basically ready to beat the game. This has been a very quick... Oh yeah, I should probably add the friggin' guns that I just got. This has been a pretty quick run, mainly because I'm not screwing around as much as I usually do. This isn't working. Let's put the guns... Let's revert, and then we'll put the guns right here. Why not? Okay. Anyway, so even though I could just kind of beeline for beating the game at this point, I want to get the super agents off the field. That way I don't have to deal with them during the final part of the game. Am I going to beat this today? I might actually beat this today. All right, so where's our girl? Let's handle Symmetry. No, I won't be able to beat this because we've got a lot of cutscenes to run through. I could beat it if I pushed, but let's get Symmetry first since we have the traps ready for her. Symmetry, the super spies return to cause trouble for your operation. Demonstrate to her that you're not a foe to be taken lightly.
I want an update on our efforts to locate the operative known as Symmetry.
We've been looking everywhere, boss. Asked every lowlife, but either they're too low or she's too high.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected otherwise. Very well. It appears we must force her to go by my schedule.
She's a ghost, boss. No one can hold her. How do you plan to do that?
Please. Symmetry is still human. She has human pressure points. If we press the right one, she'll come running.
And that pressure point is apparently interviewing some of her previous associates. Except she's kind of everywhere and half my anvil territories are locked down. Well, damn it. This is going to take me a moment.
I'm almost impressed. Maybe next time you'll dazzle me.
So with that, not only have I taken one more step toward defeating Symmetry, but I've got some intel I didn't have before. Symmetry showed up about here, which is why these two vaults are missing. But her buddies showed up in this vault, so they're still kind of toddling about, as you can see here. I haven't bothered flagging them yet, but I'm just curious why that's a thing that can happen. That, you know what? That they can show up in two different vaults. I'm going to vault. Oh, I can't do that? Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll just leave it as it is. Alright, well, that's fine. I'm going to let her little friends eventually get spotted and just move on to the next objective.
Fake treasure? You know how many enemies I have? They've all tried this plan before.
I do know how many enemies you have. I ended up killing most of them. And what's more, Symmetry, it did work.
Sure, this wasn't my best outing. Definitely could have gone better for me. I'll be off to lick my wounds a bit.
You should strongly consider staying in whatever hole you crawl into.
Not a chance. It's been too long since I've had a dance partner like you. You and me will tango again soon.
Sure we will. And we are going to do that immediately. I don't know why I said that sarcastically. I am actually going to tangle with you again. Where in the world is Symmetry? Symmetry is attacking your operation from all sides, intent on destroying you. Do your best to weather it as she tries to kill your empire by 1,000 cuts.
Hey, remember me?
Yes, I literally just spoke to you 5 seconds ago.
How could I forget? Many are foolish enough to steal from me. Only one is brave enough to do it in that dress.
If jokes about my threads are the best you've got, you don't stand a chance against what's coming.
And what reckoning should I expect from the world's boldest go-go dancer?
I'll put it this way. If you loosen the right screws, even the biggest machine will rattle itself apart.
That didn't really answer anything. So, it's fine. We'll just go after her as we always do. And, yeah, it's... You're so pathetic, Symmetry. Yeah, this isn't working out very well. The turrets just unfortunately, are not good enough because they don't have enough defensive capabilities, and they're completely unprotected with their current location. Oh god, Symmetry showed back up. We just saw her teleport in up here. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of the turrets. The turrets, they just don't... This just doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work the way I want it to. Now, that doesn't mean we can't do anything here. In fact, just for funsies, let's, I mean, we've got the money for this, so why not do something really silly? Cancel that one. We're gonna move the camera over. 1, 2, 3. Move the camera over. 1, 2, 3. And camera. And we'll put a little cake here. Okay. This is so dumb. Alright, so now I've got a big old wall of traps, which, again, I don't think is going to do anything. So we'll lure Symmetry over.
Sorry.
That way we can test it out. Yeah, there they go again from that side. Well, that's okay. They'll get into that hallway eventually. Okay, here they come. Let's see if they get attracted by the cake at least, or if they start immediately disabling traps. Yep. That's why I just don't find it very helpful. I mean, I don't know, maybe if I line the casino that... Oh! Well, they got hit with that.
A trap has been triggered.
Pretty sure that just hits health, yeah. But they're able to kind of get around that a bit. Maybe I should have extended the walls out. Because if I... Yeah, because they're mainly just walking around the trap, so... Let's expand out the wall a little bit. Make this an actual hallway. I mean, I guess I should have done that in the first place. But, whatever. Well, now they're tagged to die. So as soon as anyone spots them, they're going to... Oh yeah, they're on camera now, actually. Oh, hey, Bulla. Thanks for helping out, I guess. Let's fortify you. And we'll just let this play itself out. Yeah. See, it's much easier to just swarm them and kill them like this than it is to rely on traps or other silly nonsense. There we go. Good job, everybody. I mean, the traps are fun, but they don't really accomplish anything at the end of the day. I mean, that's sort of the point I've been trying to make. Come on, Symmetry. Symmetry was such a non-factor that I'm doing some experiments at the front of the base and didn't even realize she had been taken down.
You asked me once why I was against you, even though I steal things. You still curious about the why?
I'm Zalika. I'm curious about everything in this world.
Why is it that you only want to have these little serious chats after I've handed you a humiliating defeat?
Is the same reason I wear the yin and yang. Same reason I use the name Symmetry. The world needs equalizers.
Does it?
You scheme your way to the top of things like you're untouchable. And that's where I come in. Balance. I've never so much as lost my footing. You built yourself up this high. How far am I about to make you fall?
I'm so scared. Let's take a 5-second break for an ad and then get back to it. And we're back. Time for Imbalance of Power. The time has come for you to permanently deal with elusive super spy known as Symmetry. Your previous encounters with her have shown you her weakness. Now exploit it and defeat her.
Symmetry has vexed me for long enough. It's time for us to do something about her.
Every time we face her, she's always been a step ahead. Hard to fight an enemy like that, boss.
If you can no longer do your job, I could always give you a new one. How does Chief Shark Appetizer sound?
What did you have in mind for Symmetry?
That's right.
The key is balance. It drives everything she does. I will exploit this fascination and use it to end her.
All right. Little does she know she's just handed you the weapon with which to ultimately defeat her once you figure out how to use it. All right, Symmetry, we're going right after you. No reason to screw around here. So my little tweak at the front of the base is that I've added a couple turrets as I had tried to theorize, because from this distance they're a little bit protected, and in order to attack them you would have to get within range of them. I think if I even go one more... Well, I could go one more tile back.
A criminal network has been
Ooh.
upgraded.
Okay, let's do that. I mean, I'll kind of move these beds around a little bit. Let's see, so we need the aperture science thing. Then we move you guys back a tile. And no. And then we wall this off. And then for the beds, I mean, this whole thing can be beds. So what if we do this?
Salaries paid.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't fancy, but... Oh, that doesn't look very good. Oh, that's... Okay, that's better. I mean, 4 more beds, why not? Oh, God! I hadn't considered that the bees are going to obliterate... Ah. But see, we got in some pot shots on these jerks, which was the whole reason I set that up. So if I move them back a tile, I think that will work out pretty okay. The reason I've set them up this way is if a fight breaks out, even if these guys are tagged, even if the agents are tagged for distraction, if a fight happens, then the turrets will still automatically open fire. And should be able to get in some pot shots, which is the whole reason I set them up. I have them tagged to be auto-redeployed if they get destroyed, so this is just a small thing, but I think it might help out a little bit. And if not, you know, not a big deal. This is still mainly just sort of experimenting and seeing how far I can push the game's mechanics and all that. Alright, I have a feeling that if anything's going to pop off, it'll happen here. Yeah, so those guys get all distracted by bees. That worked out pretty well. Here they come again. They're on camera. We're going to try to contain them and put them back into the casino. One of them will probably resist. Yep, and then the turret starts going off. So now they're getting pot shots against them. Not a lot of damage, but that's actually not too bad. Never mind. I mean, it's not going to be a game changer. We still need other offense, but that can help out a little bit. That is quickly reducing their numbers, and these guys are great quality. That'll keep our minions from dying so often. Which is, of course, responsible for just slowing us down a lot. So I kind of like this setup here. I mean, yes, our turrets are getting the crap kicked out of them, but they don't cost that much. Even if they do get destroyed, that's pretty much a fairly easy replacement. And if I had the tech, the engineer tree, and had the machine gun turrets there as well, that could help us out too. I mean, if these were flamethrowers, for example, they could cause a lot of chaos. So I'm just laughing at the idea of setting like 50 minions on fire at the same time. It'd be pretty funny. So I may have to do that in my next run. I mean, look, I've said before, this is not going to be our final run of Evil Genius. I still want to beat Ivan Hard Mode. I still need to run through Emma one more time to get that achievement. And I have to look up how to do the drop the... Because I think someone said that in order to do this, I need to specifically capture the real John Steele, which is Emma's run, and drop him into a shark tank, I think. And then Old Friends is as Emma captured Maka Pale imitation during melting point of steel. So I would specifically need to capture a parasite. So anyway, I'm thinking, especially with Red Ivan. So when I did my run with Red Ivan, I intentionally killed every single henchman. And with this run, we're doing science only, right? So I should do Ivan again and go military only and just kill just everybody. Which would give me a great reason to have an irresponsible number of rocket launcher turrets. And really have some fun with making kill boxes. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm firing Void at Central Anvil. That's what I'm doing.
My brilliance may shock you. Oh, wait. That's the interrogation chair.
Her laughter definitely loses a little impact when it's in chipmunk mode.
According to my calculations, you're doomed.
I love that they have lines for it, though. Alright, so we're gonna get Zalika over here at the soap. And then we're going to have you escorted to the soap. And then we're going to have you fall on your butt, and somehow that's enough of a humiliation. Oh, she's being interrogated by Bola. Well, that's just evil and mean. And kind of hilarious. Oh man, that's the thumbnail. Oh, followed by a blowing of the kiss. Aw. Well, you suck, Symmetry. Thanks for playing. Yeah, you're done. There we go. Finally, this opponent to your plans has been removed. One less obstacle for you to deal with.
So, Symmetry. Now that you're in my clutches, do things feel balanced to you yet?
Come on now. You can't kill me. We've got a fun thing going here. There's give and take. Mostly, I take.
That's where you've been mistaken. Our repartee has been nothing to me except a precursor to your death.
Now, hang on a second here. This is just a game. I steal, you chase. That's the balance. You need me.
A pity. Now, in your last moments, you'll see I was never pursuing balance.
That is Symmetry's problem, isn't it? She doesn't understand that as the evil genius, we never gave a crap about her game or whatever she thought was going on. We're not doing this for fun. We're doing this to wipe out the planet and remake it in our image. We're not here to just mess around. Alright, so she's done. Let me clear that notification. We have 2 super agents left. I'm going to deal with the one that's less of a pain in the ass. El Corazon de Luchador. As you expand your operations and smash, a new foe has arisen to challenge you. The Blue Saint, the Luchador, and Saboteur.
¿Qué tal, my friend? It's not every day you get to meet a warrior of the ring. Let me give you my autograph.
I don't require anyone's autograph, particularly if the name they go by is the Blue Saint.
Hey, it's just a name, but the name you choose is more important than the one you're born with.
I see. So you're with the forces of justice, then? Let me guess. You're here to stop me.
I'm sure I've mentioned it in other runs, but I really love his little jalapeno pepper hand grenades, or whatever pepper they are. It's cute.
I mean, Let's see. I'll blow up your stuff, but I'll also do something no one's tried before. I'm going to save you.
He's so confident. And we're still gonna kick his ass.
You started. The fight has left my body, but it will never leave my heart. Adios.
Yeah, adios. His blue smoke is, as usual, the thing that's most annoying about him.
Well, Senor Saint, do you yet believe that I can be saved?
Of course! I was a Technico in the ring. When I went up against a Rudo, they never gave up without a fight.
I assure you, this isn't the ring. I take the phrase Lucha Libre much more literally than you could handle.
Rudo once told me I would never change his heart. By the next year, we fought in the championship as brothers. Como hermanos. You've built so many obstacles between
Sorry, I
you
didn't mean to cut
and
you
I.
off.
But don't worry, I will remove them all.
Okay. Looks like we've still got some time. Let's do the next one. The Blue Saint has returned for a second round, changed things up by going on the offensive, so that maybe you can put an early end to the threat he poses.
The Blue Saint again. Still intent on putting me on a different path.
I have made it my cause, and with every punch and high-powered demolition charge, I fight for it.
Of my many enemies, you're by far the most arrogant. To think you can change my mind.
My swagger made me king of the ring. A habit from an old life that serves me well in this one. And once I blow up all of this, your view will be clear. And you know what you'll see? La luz, my friend. The light.
Sure. We'll get right on that by apparently looking up your old allies? Why is that a research project? What are we doing, just browsing Wikipedia? Blue Saint is back in the base, but I'm going to allow him to get a little deeper because his buddies are still being held up in the casino. So if I can keep them all separated, then this will just be even easier. Oh man, Blue Saint's still being attacked by beasts. Alright everyone, come on over. Let's make sure Zalika doesn't... Oh... Oh, get out of my friggin' area, you douche. Come here, Zalika. Everyone over here. Here, flag him to die. Zalika, pull back. There you go. Oh my. He got swarmed. Holy shit.
You fought well, but I am still breathing. I could come back with more bombs and cause more trouble.
You didn't get to set off any bombs. You just disabled a couple of my traps and walked around for a minute.
I detect a but.
Pero losing one's mask is the greatest dishonor a luchador could suffer. Give them all back and I will leave.
Okay.
You do know that you're merely giving me time to think of a way to rid the world of you permanently, right?
Yes, but you are also giving me time to think of a new way to save you. So thank you again, my friend.
All right. An uptick of sabotage across your Smash-based operations points to a single conclusion. The Blue Saint is back. Endure his attacks, then force a showdown to drive him off.
I have never had an opponent who fought me quite as hard as you have. That passion will make you a great hero.
I've clarified my stance on joining you. The answer is still never. Along with over your dead body.
I thought you'd say that. And I realized after our last chat, I should be doing more to actually convince you.
What are you doing, Senor Saint?
I'm going to show you how much easier a good life is by making your wicked life impossible.
All right. And we just have to do some stuff on the world stage in order to get his attention. Again. Oh, wait, as I'm doing all of this, I'm looking at my timer, and I think I'm out of time for this episode. I think I actually forgot to start my timer at one point. So I suppose that'll do it for today. And then when we come back next time, we will just be mostly done with this objective, and we can keep pushing against Blue Saint. And so probably the next episode will be the Destroy Blue Saint and Atomic Olga episode. And then we'll pretty much be ready for the end game. How about that? Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.